Is this the greatest physical human achievement of all time?
Okay.
So here are some of the other ones. We've got obviously Ross Edgley, fantastic bloke. And he had the nuts achievement of swimming around the entirety of Great Britain. He did it in 157 days and he covered 1,792 miles, right? He had a team of experts. You know, I actually listened to his podcast on Joe Rogan about this entire feat. I mean, there was some, and it's just stuff you don't think about. I mean, the first thing you think of when you think, oh, swimming around the UK is, fuck me, that's tiring. Do you know what I mean? Like no, that is the first thing I think of. But when you hear the stuff that he had to go through, like there's one bit where he describes his tongue was eroding, was falling apart. He would wake up and bits of his tongue were on the pillow because of the salt water literally eroding his tongue. Do you know how mental that is?
Does your tongue regenerate?
Yeah. Imagine he just opened his mouth and there's just like half a tongue.
So where did he sleep?
No, so he would get out.
Seabed.
No, he would get out and sleep on a bed, and then he would get back in the water.
Okay. What was he sleeping on, like a boat?
What did you think? He was just
No, because I thought, he might be a very buoyant guy, and
oh man. He burned 15,000 calories a day.
That's just giving me a good business idea, though, for a sea pillow.
A sea pillow. Bro, let me tell you something. You won't even go in the water during the day. You think you're going to sleep in the water.
That's a good point. We need to raise a question around how deep was the water?
It's the sea, bro.
He's swimming around the UK, you tit.
What is wrong with your tiny mouse brain?
No, you guys, look, different parts of the ocean are deeper than other parts of the ocean. How deep was where he was going?
Probably quite deep.
Who cares? I feel like once you can't see the bottom, it is what it is, isn't it?
Nah, because I'll be thinking, here's one thing. When I'm in the sea, right, I picture it like this. This is what makes it worse for me. I picture if all of the sea was drained away, how high am I?
Oh my God, that's mad.
Nuts.
That's how I picture it. That's why I get so scared. And
so it's like you would be, if you were to fall from that height.
I know I'm fucking very high.
Yeah.
But obviously, it just fucks with my head.
That's an interesting way of thinking. I've never thought of it like that. You might have just unlocked a fear from me. You know?
It's not a fun. It's not a fun way to think about it.
You're just suspended in the air. That's the way he sees it. You're just like suspended by jelly, which is the water.
Have you ever, Cal, swam in like deep blue ocean, like the middle of the ocean?
Of course.
Yeah.
You're like 30,000 feet in the air then.
Yeah, I don't know if it's 30,000 feet.
Yeah, definitely.
Doing it.
The sea at some point, the ocean will be probably 30,000 feet.
Oh yeah, true actually.
Yeah,
that is pretty mad. All right, anyway, so yes, we have Ross Edgley, and he completed that in 157 days, and that is truly an insane feat. Next up, we have got one of my favorite things, and it's really just down to an incredible documentary made on this, and it was completed by a fella named Alex Honnold, and it's called Free Solo. Now, Alex Honnold is an American rock climber best known for his free solo ascent of big walls. Now, he completed it something on a wall of like maybe the most famous wall, I guess, called El Capitan. El Cap is what they call it, and it's a place I believe in the US. It is, I can't explain to you. We'll put a picture up for all the video watchers right now. It is an incredible thing. Now, free soloing, obviously you've got climbers that go up with all the ropes attached.
That's the map.
This is what the rock looks like. Now, most people will go up with ropes attached. A lot of them will even camp halfway up these things. But free soloing means that you're actually going up with no assistance. You're going up with your bare hands, and that's it. You fall off, you die. It's just as simple as that. And this, first of all, let me just tell you, go and watch the documentary because you will not regret it. It's one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. And this guy is so fascinating. He's climbed this. He's almost had to memorize the route and like position handholds, all of this sort of stuff. He talks about, he always said he was just going to go up there one day, not tell anyone he was going to do it. But because it was for a documentary and he had somebody that wanted to film him do it, he had to let that person know, but he wasn't going to let his girlfriend know and all this stuff because there is a high chance that you die doing this. Like, no one had ever done this before. And I mean, just look at these pictures, man. He is an ant.
Watching that where he is like what you said and ant on a wall, it messes me up, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. And you know, like you see, you just see his hands are just slipping into grooves. It's all these things, and you know, his girlfriend at the time is there like, I kind of signed up for this, but I also kind of didn't. You know, I know he's going to do this, and there's just a good chance he never comes home. But he said he wasn't going to tell her when he was going to do it because, you know, that would just fuck with him more than anything. Fascinating stuff. And for me, this really is one of the greatest achievements, purely because now a lot of this other stuff is like endurance. Now, Ross Edgley isn't a top level swimmer in the same way that, you know, Hardest Geezer wasn't a top level marathon runner or anything like that. But Alex Honnold really is a top level climber. Do you
Best
see
of
what
the
I
best.
mean?
Yeah, you got.
And this
yeah.
is pure, like this is a skill.
The thing is,
there
as well,
is the mind thing to it, but more than anything, this is genuine elite level skill.
And there's no room for error here. One error, and that's it. You are dead. And it's not like, maybe I'll survive. It is, you are dead because you are falling from that high up. So it's so different to the run because, yeah, when he's running, his life isn't immediately on the line. Obviously, something could go wrong over the 365 days that the run occurred over. But it's hard to compare the two because this was only 3 hours 56 minutes to climb, right?
Yeah.
So the comparison of time we know it's completely different. But this guy is just moments away from death at any point in that entire climb. After the first 10 minutes or 5 minutes,
the risk is insane.
that's it. Then on 3 hours 46 minutes left, he could die at any moment. So it's like, how do you compare those?
They did a really cool thing on Alex Honnold. They scanned his brain.
Yeah.
And there was a certain part of his brain that registers like fear.
Yeah.
It's you know, how active is that part of your brain? And they looked and they showed comparisons of like what normal people have and what he had, and his was just pretty much inactive.
Damn.
Which is mental. And what they said was, it's not that bit of his brain is broken, it just has an insanely high threshold. So they would just have to find something that invokes that part of his brain to start working.
He like probably scared of spiders.
It could be something like that. It's just that when he's climbing, he just doesn't have that.
I wish I had that.
Yeah.
That would be
proper badass. And
Ross probably has that to a certain degree.
Yeah. Really, really incredible feat. Anyway, so that is Alex Honnold and the free solo feat. The next one that we've got here is obviously Kipchoge. And he completed a sub 2 hour marathon. There is a little asterisk over this though. I'll get into that in a second. But in 2019, Kipchoge became the first human ever to run a marathon in under 2 hours. He did it in 1 hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds. So 20 seconds clear. By the way, this is absolutely disgusting. He held a 2 minute 50 second per kilometer pace for the 26.2 miles, which is just absurd.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is it's nuts. Now, the reason why I say there's a bit of an asterisk, and some people get a bit annoyed when people say that, is because it was very much not a manufactured event, but it was a project. It was to beat the 2 hour thing. Fair enough. But what they had this car with like a wind barrier to get rid of as much wind resistance in front of him, didn't he?
Yeah, I thought it was...
No, sorry, he didn't have that. No. I'm thinking of a different challenge. My bad. He didn't have that. He had pacers that would run in front of him. Yeah. So they kept the pace for him and they would run in front of him. And then they had a car with like a line that was projecting a line, so he knew what pace he needed to keep to that line. And there were just a lot of circumstances here which very much favored him breaking it. Now, don't get me wrong, he did achieve this. You can't take it away from him. It is the fastest marathon run, and that's that. But what the real challenge now is people want to see it done at an event, at a marathon race.
Yeah, I was going to say, was it done at?
No,
it wasn't done at.
it wasn't done
What
at
was
a
it done at?
race.
Something specifically set up to try and beat this time.
If I'm right in saying it was at the Berlin Marathon track because it's one of the flattest.
Yeah. But it wasn't
an actual event.
It wasn't an actual race. And there's always those treadmills that people have where you can try and run at his 2-minute 50 pace,
Yeah.
which is just crazy. And you can see it here. So here are his pace runners. You can see they're in front of him, and so he's kind of getting that. What do they call it in F1?
What a slipstream?
A toe.
A toe.
Bro's getting a toe here.
Yeah.
And it's cool, incredible achievement, and can't take that away from him.
You know what? So what is he running at? 2 minutes
50.
2 minutes 50 a kilometer. Yeah.
That for me,
I
by
don't-
the way, is sprinting.
That is sprinting.
I was going to say, I don't know if I can even get to that pace.
No, I don't think you can.
Yeah, that sounds like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm running I don't know. I think the fastest I've probably ever done is 4 minute kilometer one time,
Yeah.
and that would have been me really going for it.
Yeah.
Now there was
hard to
something
comprehend
really
that kind of
sad
feeling.
that happened in recently. There was a really talented runner, Kelvin Kiptum, I think is his name.
Did he die in a?
He died in a car crash.
Yes.
Yeah, with his coach.
Yeah. Wait, his coach died as well.
Yeah, it was one of his coaching team.
Oh, right.
In the car crash.
Oh, really?
And was this guy on track to potentially beat this?
This guy was like next up.
Yeah.
And he had ran some of the fastest marathons, and it really was just a matter of time until this guy was going to go and probably break the world record in a race.
He was 24.
Yeah, he was next up, which is absolutely obscene. He don't look 24. He looks like he'd been running for a lot longer.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
24.
I'm not sure I buy that. I can't lie.
Yeah. Either way, insane feat that he had. But yeah, this
Traffic collision. There we go.
which is so sad because, like I said, he
Got
was
to
like
go back up
he
for
was like a
second,
star boy in it.
So
His coach.
he set the world record, the actual world record, because it was done in a race, right?
Yeah, Chicago Marathon.
So 2 hours on the dot, 35 seconds at the Chicago Marathon in 2023. So am I right in saying that this is the official world record on?
In a race.
Yeah. So like you said, Kipchoge's one is not.
It's the fastest 2 hour marathon. Like you can't do that.
But
It's not the fastest 2 hour marathon in a race.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
So
Nah, this is crazy though. Like,
it's obscene, man. What an incredible
and
thing.
he's like fucking celebrating before finishing as well. That's how he's got time to play with as well.
Yeah, and you know what nuts about this? Like, look at him. Like, obviously, he's knackered, but he don't look knackered. He looked like he could go and do it again.
What a boy.
Do you reckon at the end there he
Unreal.
was running his fastest? He must have been, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I think he gave absolutely everything.
all the beans, because he's celebrating. I'm like, damn,
Yeah, that's pure adrenaline though, isn't it?
yeah. Insane feat. Anyway, so there we have it. That's the 2 hour, the sub 2 hour marathon.
Can I just add with this as well? If you look at Mo Farah's time in the Olympic Games, gold medalist, he got 2 hours 10, and that was in 2012, I think he won.
2 hours 10 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours 10 minutes. That's now obviously beating it by 10 minutes. 10 minutes is a lot.
Insane.
It's crazy. Are we saying that this 1 hour 59 is probably going to be like not that fast in a few years? In like 10 years' time, we might look at it and think that's actually like not that quick.
Maybe.
Or is it just are we at that point of human like threshold where it's gone as far as it can?
think the times will get like the gaps will get smaller because it's just not possible. You'll always evolve and become faster. I'm just not sure in our lifetime that there will be that much of a difference.
You know, when it comes to the 100 meters, what are people getting in today's 100 meters compared to? So Usain Bolt's record still stands, right?
Yeah,
I think it
so.
does.
Like, how close do people get at the moment? Like, what would be the most recent event? Like, because his record's what, 9 seconds and.
Just type in
Current-
world record.
What is it called?
No.
Record?
Just type in 100 meter world record top 10.
It's 9.58.
Yeah, so the world record is 9.58, set by Usain Bolt.
Here we go.
So Bolt, Tyson Gay, he was
When was that?
That was in 82.
2009. No one. Oh, we had.
Oh,
a
sorry,
29
date of birth. Fuck.
2019. Someone did a 9.76.
Yeah, so it's
2021. Someone did. A
I mean,
9.76.
that mate, that's 0.2 seconds off the world record. Like that's a long way off.
Do you remember this Italian geezer, the white guy? He popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he was fucking fast.
Which Italian geezer?
I mean, it's just crazy to think, you know what, in terms of athletics and in sprinting,
yep.
The era of like late, you know, sort of like 2006 all the way up to maybe like 2014, 2012 was just like obscene. These sprinters were running so quick, and they just have never really come close since. You know what I mean?
You know what I always find crazy is there's probably just a guy out there that can do it in 9.
What are you waffling about?
Yeah, you just don't know. You just don't know.
Oh, you mean he's genetically gifted?
Like there is some guy out there he's got the perfect build, he got everything, but you know, he's just chilling. He works.
He took a different path.
He works at a garage, bro. Yeah,
that's a crazy way to think about it.
He's changing tires, living his life, going on to the family. But he got a 9. He got a 9 flat in him.
God gave him the 9 flat, and then he don't even realize it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Next accomplishment is Uli Steck.
I don't know about this one.
I have not heard of this one.
I didn't know about this either.
Am I living under a rock?
Potentially.
Maybe
so.
this rock.
Steck was a Swiss rock climber, so we got another climbing feat here, and a mountaineer who specialized in solo speed ascents of Alpine and Himalayan mountains. On the 17th of November 2015, Steck set a new and still unbroken record for the north face of the Eiger, soloing it in 2 hours, 22 minutes and 50 seconds. He died in 2017 after falling during a training climb for an ascent of Everest on the West Ridge route. You know, a really sad thing about all these free climbers is the death rate is insanely high, and it's pretty much not guaranteed, but if they continue doing it, they are gonna die. And it's not really a matter of if, it's a matter of when, which is something that like they asked Alex Honnold, was like, what's next? Like, you've done El Cap, and people are there like, if he does anything like more than that, there's a good chance like he's just gonna die. Like, a lot of their careers, they don't end because they say no, because in their brain they're always after, like, they're adrenaline junkies. They would need the next thing, and it just ends in death, which is kind of sad. But yeah, look, I'm not too familiar with this, so I don't really have much to speak about. But obviously that is a pretty crazy feat. The next one we have now, this one is, I think it still holds the record for like the most live streamed event ever.
This nuts, man.
Do you remember
Every now and then I watch this on YouTube.
Do you want to read it out?
Yeah. Felix Baumgartner, probably said his name completely wrong, but he's the guy that did the Red Bull Sky Fall from Space, where they essentially took up this capsule on like what kind of balloon would it be? Just not your standard balloon, but anyway, take up
yeah, a birthday balloon is what you had at your 21st,
man. A helium balloon, but they take it up all the way to the fucking edge of space. In fact, it was altitude of 39,045 kilometers,
which is insane, by the way.
And
he was on he was in space.
Oh no, he was.
He was in space.
Most people, I imagine, who are listening have watched the video, but if you haven't, please go watch it. It's a crazy video, and you could just see the curvature of the Earth and everything, and the descent down. Just straight free falling at terminal velocity was 9 minutes. That's crazy, man.
Bro, he had 9 minutes of just free fall, and he was going at a speed of 1,357 kilometers per hour.
Yeah,
you know,
so
he went to my school.
Broke the speed of sound.
This bloke did not go to your school.
I promise you, he went to my school. I swear on my life.
Why do I keep calling you Chip today? Prod, shut up.
I swear on my life.
I actually believe you.
I don't. Not at all. By the way, who is this guy? In the sense, like, how do you get this gig?
No idea.
He might be someone. I don't actually know myself, but maybe that's what he does, high jumps. And he was.
Yes, guy.
There's someone that specializes in everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna prove it on here.
He did test jumps and stuff beforehand where they went as high, but not quite that far.
Yeah, no, he went to my school, and so did Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer. Okay, so that's how I know you're lying. That's how I know you're lying. Shut the fuck up, Prod.
I swear
Prod, you're
on
actually
my
doing
life.
my nut, man.
I swear on my life, and as did Emily Blunt.
Right, just adding fucking names in there.
I swear on my life. I swear on my family's life. Hans Zimmer, Emily Blunt.
Type in Hans Zimmer school.
Yeah,
also, what
Hans
kind of
Zimmer
fucking Tory school did you go to?
Here we
Why
go.
are you just housing like all these?
I know it, but because it's Cap. This is going to be. He's going to put on TikTok. I managed to convince the boys.
Look, here we go. That's the school I went to.
No, it's fucking not.
Yeah,
click it. Go back.
Click
No,
Hurtwood House.
hit that.
Hurtwood House.
This is the school I went to, bro.
Most exciting school in England.
No. Yeah, click it.
This is the school I went to.
Yeah.
If you went to school, I wish we never hired you. I don't like.
Why?
Wait, this looks unreal.
I was
Wait.
That's a fucking
Let me
cottage, mate.
fucking speak, yeah? I was a scholarship kid. I earned my place at this school.
Yeah, that's bollocks.
All right, wait. Hold on. Okay. Swear on your life.
I swear on my...
your fiance's life.
I swear on hers. I swear on
Lola?
mine. I swear on my dogs.
Here's...
That is mad. If
I
so
need a
proud.
real one.
So did you know hands like that, yeah?
No, because Hans Zimmer's about fucking 60, bro. Wait, let me show
you
you.
weren't even in the same class. That's not
You weren't even in the same class as him, man.
Yeah.
Stop trying to claim that.
Yeah, you're flexing crazy. You're flexing.
Let me get the alumni up of the school.
Yeah.
What, they're just mad alumni that went here?
Fuck it, Christian Bale. I'm from the same country or whatever.
Here you go, alumni.
Or is he from Wales?
Oh, this place looks mad. How much a year does it cost to go here, Prod?
Fuck. I think I was pretty much free, but I think for some people it's like 13 grand a term. It's expensive, man.
Oh yeah, there it is. So yeah.
So what kind of scholarship do you get, Proddy?
Is this like
So I was a local kid to this school, and they gave out like 10 a year. Well, there was like 10 people in my year that got them.
That's
where
cool.
like to local kids to go to the school, because I was into my music. So I went and did.
What kind of like?
this looks like an artsy one.
It is an art school, yeah.
Come on, tell me a little bit more. What music were you playing?
So this lad, we were in a little acoustic band together.
Oh,
Wait, Harry Lawley?
Yeah, Harry Laughter. He was in. Have you seen Industry?
Nah, I heard of it.
HBO
though.
show. He was a year above me. He was in Mr. Bean's Holiday.
Quick question: why the hell are you not on here?
Because clearly
will be.
not big enough.
Okay, I'm
Nah,
sorry.
he will be, though.
Hurtwood School, Hurtwood House. But it sounds like something out of Harry Potter.
Hey.
Hurtwood House, get Proddy on there, because there are people in here that I've never fucking heard of, and everybody's heard of
See,
Proddy.
look, Hans Zimmer, Emily Blunt.
Have they just whacked Daniel's brother on here?
Who?
Ben Ratcliffe.
Nah, he's not. He was a year below me.
Yeah, there's
I think he
some
was-
random
he was a
people on here.
Disney guy.
Proddy, you
Keep
deserve.
scrolling down. Let's see if I know any more of these
Nah, they
people.
would have put the most famous ones at the top.
Yeah, but you never know when you spot like a little rogue one that you just know from a night out.
I swear. Wait, I need to find Felix, man. He definitely went there.
Oh yeah, he's got to be on here.
Yeah, he would have been high up though, no? He literally jumped from space.
Yeah, I know, but he's not an artsy person though.
He isn't. Yeah, you're right.
Maybe. Who's Andy Apollo? It's a fucking
knows.
brother.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Look, that's
cool though, Prod.
Fair enough, Prod. We
That's
doubted you, and you've shoved it in our face. Cool. Let's go on to the next one. Yeah, that Felix one is pretty insane.
Yep.
And again, there was a massive chance of death. Wait, do you remember in the live stream he struggles to get the door open?
I swear his suit got compromised slightly as well. Like the
Isn't he
glove.
spinning loads? Like,
He's spinning loads. Not only that, but I could be wrong here and I might be remembering it wrong, but I swear his like glove on his suit like ripped or something.
Right.
Yeah, and like his hand had swollen or swelled up.
This is truly one of the.
I
How
might
many
be
views does this
fucking
thing
chat
have?
shit there, but
it must have loads.
23.
23 million.
To be fair,
views.
there's Chris MD videos with more.
It deserves more. This can't. Is this still legit?
No,
one?
but this isn't the. This is just like a highlight.
Is this the legit one?
This is on
Yeah.
Red Bull though.
Yeah. No, because the actual stream itself had like over 100 million views.
Have you noticed like the way they title it? I jumped from space. They made it quite YouTubey.
Yeah, they did it.
Mr. Beast
like
style.
it's just a vlog.
It's meant to
I
like,
jumped
just
from space. It's fucking Randolph with his iPhone set up.
crazy to just watch him fall like that.
Look, they're all like chanting and stuff. Like, you're not even in Earth's atmosphere yet. Give it a rest. You could fuck me.
lad.
Imagine you just got smacked by a starship or
That would
something.
be-
You know what I mean?
You know these kind of things where it's like live streamed like this. Obviously, there's a little bit of a buffer so they can end it
If
in
he
case
dies.
He does die, but that would be just. That would be a fucking horrific, man. Everyone tuned in, world's watching.
Well, they have this with like rocket launches.
true. Yeah,
People
yeah.
back in the day more so than now, when when they were figuring out the whole space.
Well, mate, you can watch that one live.
Yeah, like live tune in and then it just
Geezer
blew
was
up.
shitting himself.
Yeah, you would be, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Working on something like this, the anxiety you'd go through here, like this control room, will be stinking a bo. Let me tell you that
For sure. And Cheetos.
And yeah, 100%.
Bros are
Look at him just spinning around like he's a
that's right.
hamster.
He's a fidget spinner, bro.
Moving like Anthony.
All right, here we go. Let's move on to the next one now.
I was enjoying that. Though.
What is the next one?
Right.
We've got,
This one's mental.
I've got a wild card for you. A few people replied to my TikTok about this woman, and upon some research, she is she's achieved something that no one else has. She's called Jasmine Paris, and she's the first woman to complete the Barkley Marathon.
I've seen this. This
Oh.
Barkley Marathon is mental. You heard about this?
I know about this.
Right.
Yes, I think I was reading about this recently.
Let me explain to you what the Barkley Marathon. This event has been going on for a long time now, and it is a ultra marathon event. It's a trail race, and it's held in Tennessee, right? And the way it works is it's 5 loops of the 20-mile or over 20 mile. I think they change it every year,
Really?
like slightly, and they do variations of it. But yeah, it's a total of 100 miles, and the race is limited to a 60-hour period from the start of the loop and takes place in around like March, early April. The race is known for its extreme difficulty and many peculiarities. And the reason for that is because what happens is you do these loops, but then they all can also go like backwards. Like you can do the loop backwards. There's loads of like really weird stuff about this.
Here we go. This is the finisher.
And anyways, the achievement that she managed to complete was she was the first woman to win it, right?
Yeah, that was correct. No, she didn't win it. She finished it.
Sorry, she's the first woman to finish it.
So okay. So was she first person in general or just first woman?
First woman.
First
Okay,
woman.
got you.
First woman. And it is an insane feat. Like when you see this stuff, oh mate, I cannot imagine what doing something like this would. It's just pure. I'd love to see somebody do like a proper YouTube style documentary.
I wonder,
on this.
there's got to be a good documentary on this. I would like to watch this.
Skip in, prod.
Yeah. I imagine.
And what you reckon this is?
Now this is an insane feat.
There
Like,
she is.
Look at her go, man.
Oh man.
You know what's crazy? It's like it's not really running attire.
No.
Like, wow.
Oh
man.
my god.
Look at the way the way she is, bro. She's keeled over. I mean, your body's finished. I'm sorry, but your body isn't nax for a very long time.
Is it some mad tough course then?
Yes, it is. It's a trail. It's a trail. It's not
She got a Coca-Cola in her hands. I know that should be.
Yeah, she paid.
That is hitting so hard right now. Eyes cold. Woo!
Nothing hits like that.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, man. What an incredible achievement. If you guys want to take a look at what the Barkley Marathon is about, there's a bunch of videos on them. You should go and see it because it's such a weird like concept. The fact that you're doing laps and you can like change the way you go around. I think, oh man, it's cool. You guys got to go and check that out. But look, obviously then you've got Russ running the wait, go up real quick. Did we miss one?
Yeah, we did miss one. I want to talk about this one.
Oh shit!
You guys have seen the James Franco movie on it. James Franco.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you haven't, brother. You must have seen this because when this came out, it was like the.
You don't see 127 hours.
No.
You ain't
Talk to me about it.
All right. Okay. Well. Fucking hell. Well, go watch that anyway when you can, and if you guys are listening, also go watch it. It's a great movie. But yeah, okay, we got it here. Aaron Ralston, is that how you say it, Ralston?
Just say it with chest.
Well, I don't know how you pronounce it. Look at that name, bro. It's spelled Aaron. Is it Aaron?
It'll just be Aaron.
Anyway,
it's just
yeah,
the American does add an
April 2003, he's going through Blue John Canyon, and an 800-pound boulder crushes his right arm against the wall of a canyon.
What's canyoning?
Well, I mean, I think it's, think of a canyon, right? Yeah. Climbing through it, in and out.
Oh, he's climbing.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. What he's doing. He's on his little adventure.
I didn't know if it was one of them ones where you get a kayak and you go into a canyon.
I imagine you can.
Well,
so he's climbing through this canyon.
In the movie, he gets stuck and he's obviously in the canyon and it's somewhere where you ain't going to be found, right? Like, unless somebody else is doing the same shit, you're probably going to die there. He gets stuck there. He realizes there's just no possible way out of this. He just can't move his arm. He's got a dull knife, which can barely cut through his arm, and he has to make the decision to amputate his arm. But to amputate his arm, he's got to break his arm.
What?
Yeah, because the knife isn't good enough to just cut through it. So he's got to go through that whole mental battle of breaking your own arm and getting it, ripping it apart, getting it off to survive. And then eventually he does survive. And I've watched this movie a long time ago, so I'll have to read what happens. He frees himself, climbs out of the canyon, abseils one-handed down. You've just got rid of it.
Is he not just losing
sorry, bro.
so much blood?
He abseils.
How does he
down, I think
stop the bleeding?
A 65-foot drop or something like that.
Here we go.
Sorry, probably just getting it back up. Yeah, abseils one-handed down a 65-foot cliff, and then he has to hike 6 miles. By the way, all with whatever the fuck's going on with his arm. He's probably wrapped it up. And then a family eventually comes and helps him. And then, the documentary, 127 Hours, came out in 2010, and it was Oscar nominated.
Amazing. I love that.
Do go and watch it, because you like this shit more than I do, and I loved it.
Yeah.
So
And they made a film about it.
Yeah.
James Franco.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Very good.
Fair play to this guy. What I would say, though, is I'm not sure I'm willing to let that count
as a sporting achievement.
as a sporting achievement,
I get
because
you.
he's done a madness to get himself out of a pickle.
Yeah.
But remind, it's not a sporting achievement. They were talking about physical achievements.
Right. But I just feel you know one that you've definitely left off of this, by the way, is NIMS.
Oh, climbing
to be fair.
how many things was it?
I believe, was it not like 10 or 15 peaks?
I think it was 9, no?
9. He did like the 9 tallest mountains or something like that in like 9 months, or maybe that was it.
Oh, what, 9 months time?
And
many?
again, there was an incredible documentary. You know what's
peaks,
really cool?
14 peaks.
Great
14
doc.
peaks. There you go.
On Netflix,
In 9 months. And he's going up Everest. He's doing like K9. All these crazy ones. He's going
K9.
into the death zone. Is that not what's called K9?
In that dog.
Is it K2?
K2,
Yeah.
not K9.
K2.
They should have one called K9 though. That sounds cold. Anyways, he's going up this and he's doing it all with no oxygen, which is mental. And he went on a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yep.
Highly recommend listening to that. But actually, you know what? You don't need to listen to that. What you need to do is go and watch the documentary he did on it. But that is a really mental feat. And that, again, you genetically have to be gifted.
Yeah, because
in order
to
to
be able to
complete
do that without that oxygen, is that just something that people from where he's from,
Yeah.
they're just more accustomed to it, and it's just something he was born with.
Yeah, most people would absolutely die.
Not me, though.
Doing one like that, never mind doing 14. Does it all in a very small time scale. Just absolutely wild, man. So anyways, there we have it. Where does hardest geezer rank in here? Look, for me, out of all of those things...
We're missing one more.
No, we're
I
not.
think
Which is what?
we must consider my climb up Snowdon.